familiar with Clive? Do you know the fragrances? Do you know the story behind who is the Clive itself? Do you have any ideas?
I do.
Okay. You're aware of the brand. Perfect. So speaking about the Clive he's a designer first, and he started continued the same path of creating the popular fragrances of Frag-rant company, which was established in 1872 first. Was the producer of the fragrances for the royal court, Queen Victoria, Prince Albert, her husband, and also for very famous people in the past. Some of the fragrances they are reincarnated from our archives as well, and some of those are absolutely crazy, brand new, which we created recently. So today we celebrate one more novelty which has arrived, and it's I would say extra pre-launch of the new fragrance, because Dubai is the only place where you can buy these fragrances now. It's launched on the 1st of February, so it's almost in 1 month. Again, some of the countries they might have some delays with the launch, so it's going to be even much later. But speaking about the Dubai, blooming this, you can smell, you can try, you can purchase it right now right here. So being the first person who ever tried it. The name of the fragrance is Strange Heaven, and it's included already. It's completed the collection of Addictive Arts. Addictive Arts are our very, very special collection, I would say, because it has dangerous stuff inside, dangerous ingredients, which are usually prohibited to mention even in this region. It's something which makes you dizzy, it's intoxicating. So that's the thing. That's why it's Addictive Arts, because all these 3 fragrances now in blue bottles, they are presenting very unusual scents. It's a blend of dangerous ingredients with the normal ones. So for nowadays we have illicit, we have ecstatic, which also presents you some special feelings, like hedonies or ecstatic feelings. So the one we have now represents us in novel of Oscar Wilde, the portrait of Dorian Gray. The other 2 representing Shakespeare, the Midsummer Night's Dream, for example. So, and speaking in general about the Clive, the crown you can see on the top of the
royal crown.
The brand. The crown was given from Victorian era, almost 200 years ago. Imagine. So, and it was given because of the pure love the perfumer who created. Actually, lots of the fragrances for their lover couple from Victoria, Prince Albert, and we usually called it mutual adoration, because the perfumer, Boris Matsukita, he created fragrances for Queen Victoria separately and other one for Prince Albert, and then they exchanged their perfumes. So that's how it was presented many years ago. And now we still have some fragrances which are couple. For example, 1872 feminine, 1872 masculine, number 1 feminine, masculine, and X. All the rest are unisex also. But again, if you feel more masculine nose, more feminine touch, you also can go for it. So it's it depends on your own taste or your own choice, and it's your decision. What I would like to show you today, separate fragrances for each of the collection, and then we will come back to the cards. They will be better because they are very strong, they are very high concentrated, and very, very complex fragrances. Speaking about the concentration and complexity, it's very important because it's directly linked with the Domingo Zapata and his art process. Because Christian uses only 20 and 25% concentration of the formulation. So it's 25, it's 4th part of the flaccon is only oils, and the rest is alcohol, water, acids. So speaking about the complexity, we go only for the formulations which are more than 150 ingredients. We never create anything which is less than 150. But usually we go for almost 300 ingredients. They're very complex, they're very intense, they're very different. So whenever you try on your skin, you will feel a perfume journey on your skin. That's the thing of Maturation, that's our benefit. And the same way how someone who would like to purchase this Frag-rant after a couple of days, I think, or can book it, pre-book it in advance, because this art of piece made by himself gonna be sold soon. So maybe for a special price. So thinking how big it's gonna be. So, but speaking about the process, so the same how the layering one paint after another one, the same Clive creates the formulations or the pyramid, how we usually call them. So the process is very long and takes time. For example, to create one bottle, one formulation or one fragrance of Maturation, it takes years. So to create one formula, it takes 1.5 years. So for now, for example, I already know and our team knows how many and what the kind of fragrances we're gonna create after 2 years. Because the process of coupage of the fragrance, it takes at least 6 months. And then you have to double check is it the same fragrance as you created in advance than before, or it changes a little bit, so you have to reload it again and again. So the whole process takes years. Let me show you some significant fragrances. For example, 87 feminine.
Thank you.
With the crispy notes, bergamot, with the May rose. What's the significant note is the May rose, because it's very fresh. And usually call it fragrance, because it gives this like pleasure of new short or something like that. And then when you there is a long process of receiving the oil of May rose. For example, it's very difficult. You have to work 10,000 kilos. 10,000 kg of rose blooms. That's the only way how you can receive 1 kg of oil of May rose. And again, you have to collect all the flowers before 5 a.m. because you know this like water comes in the morning, so you have to be sure that it's like the blooms are still dry and you can work them out.
Can I add to that? Sorry? Can I add to that? Can I add to that?
Yes, of course.
So May rose is basically also called rose centifolia, and it's only available for the first 2 weeks or the last 2 weeks of the month of May, and that is why it is called May rose, and that's why the pricing for it is kind of exuberant. And why the pricing for these is exuberant is because they use very limited or very hard to source raw materials that are very scarce. They're not easy to, I mean, not everybody is going to use May rose in their perfumes, right? So,
So the next one I'm going to show you, that's the
number one.
limited but very
Number one, yeah, that's my favorite.
a couple of fragrances. Number one, number one Matsukita were created as a bespoke product, the same way as, for example, Rolls Royce is created. So if you
Yes.
the shop and like purchase any of the pieces, no, you have to choose what color, what kind of ingredients you're gonna
Sure,
receive, and like,
sure.
one by one you are choosing the benefits. So the same way number one was created for gentlemen and women. Christian wanted to receive the formula from master perfumers, which can be named number one. He told them like you are absolutely free. Like he gave them the freedom, so whatever you need, vanilla from Madagascar, 15 years on. If you need, let's say, rose oil, damask rose, or saffron oil, you will get it, no matter the cost. But give it the formula which can be named number one.
This also made it to the Guinness Book of World Records and was the most expensive perfume of the time.
Yes, for some piece of art, we received it there tomorrow.
Thank you, thank you. Sorry? This is actually vintage. I mean, old school money. That's what it is. It's beautiful. The reason why is because they'd highlight the main notes. Or say, for example, I have this strip, I'll put it in a machine and it'll give me the analysis, right? It only breaks down 28 to 30 materials that are the keynotes, but they're using over 250 materials. So it's not only difficult to, but it's impossible to replicate. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's one of the first ones I had. It's mine. So my grandfather used to call me a grandfather because I used to use number 1.
So speaking about the number 1, it gives you the same pleasure when you're sitting on the back seat of Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
When you are kind of experience the pleasure of being yourself, you're not in a rush. You're just enjoying the movement of the time. You know, like you're always on time. Something like that.
It's quiet. It's quiet luxury. That's what it is. Money.
So the next one I'll show you, and then we continue with the addictive parts.
Can I guess? That's either Matsukita, Town and Country, or Crab Apple. Oh, Matsukita is beautiful. It's tea fragrance, ain't it?
Welcome to Clive.
Wow. I love Matsukita.
Matsukita, that's the reimagined fragrance for nowadays connoisseurs, fragrance connoisseurs. It was created. I'll tell later. Yes, sure, of course. I will open the secret. I would say.
There's something.
Yeah, it
Tea.
has more than 150 ingredients. The tea
Yeah, it is. It is. Yes.
It's imperial jasmine.
Oh.
Lots of spices and incense. That's why it smells a bit smoky. So speaking about this fragrance, it was created 200 years ago. Almost 100 years ago.
Okay.
The thing is that the perfumer was surprised or impressed of appearing young Japanese princess Matsukita in the royal court, and everyone was surprised actually, because that time everyone was wearing corset and very fluffy skirts, you know,
Yes.
with lots of layers of the fabrics, yes. So but Japanese princess was wearing just a very tiny, elegant silky kimono, so which made her different from the crowd, and that's how everyone was surprised with her appearance and her outfit, and like being impressed with her appearance and creating this kind of Asian and I would say Oriental fragrance.
By the way, if you didn't know, Matsukita is Sheikh Fazl's signature. He loves using Matsukita.
Yeah. So let's go for hedonistic, one of these prohibited things. So Matsukita, the fragrance, was created inspired by the Shakespeare's novel Midsummer Night Dream. One of the characters was John Pablo Kiss Me.
Yes.
And actually, how to say, this fragrance gives you like more pleasure than the others.
Can I ask you a question though? Does this have something like hashish or
Yes.
opium? Because I get hashish from Jump Up and Kiss Me, hedonistic.
Yes.
Hedonistic is a pleasure-seeking person, right? So it makes sense. I mean, that's how I interpreted it.
Yes. So that's the thing of all the three fragrances.
Yep.
So this. Okay, I'll put it here for you.
Wow.
So hedonistic, one of those. Hedonistic, ecstatic, and now Strange Heavens. Hedonistic actually was one of the first fragrances created in this collection, Addictive
Right.
Arts.
Right.
Why it's Addictive Arts? Because again, it's inspired by the great literature and authors, British authors usually. So that's Shakespeare and Oscar Wilde. The new one, the name of a new one, Strange Heavens, we took from Portrait of Dorian Gray of Oscar Wilde,
Okay.
because he many times mentioned about some prohibited pleasure you could receive in special opium lounges in the
True.
Victorian era.
True.
So that was allowed at that time for, I would say, premium audience and for those who already experienced everything and want more. So you could visit some opium lounges and experience that hedonism. So hedonistic pleasure, I would say. So out of the blue and strange heavens, that's a fragrance which represents that exactly pleasure. I'll show you.
Which came out first?
Hedonist was the first, aesthetic was the second, and this is the new one. By the way, I smelled the new one. It'll take you to Amsterdam because Amsterdam still has these places where you can indulge.
So we try the fragrance, and I will allow Domingo give a speech and start his performance.
Thank you.
Strange heavens, out of the blue. Welcome.
It's beautiful. It's
It's intense, it's very long-lasting, 25% registration, 190 ingredients. It opens with this one, it opens with the coffee, then you're
that's why.
the addictive fusion, that's exactly the combination of those three types of narcotics, that's opium, hashish and cocaine.
Yes.
And then you go into
Pure.
the cacao beans.
Pakistan, but I was born here. Maulud in- Yeah.
Modern artist who made a collaboration with Clive. He has portfolio, in his portfolio he has a pandemonium kind of direction. So that's one of those pandas you can see here. And now he goes to perform with the flagon of new Strange Heaven fragrance. And as I mentioned already at the beginning, so someone can purchase it later. I think after 1 or 2 days, because it's gonna dry out, and then it might be back and being purchased. So just let's wait a couple of minutes for.
Till we're waiting, can I add to something you said earlier on in the conversation? It's like the materials that you're sourcing is first of all scarce, very privileged. Houses would use these god tier level materials. Secondly, he mentioned that we create fragrances and it takes about a year and a half is because when we make fragrances, it's important for the perfumer, it's important for the person who's going to release these fragrances to accept your iteration. So there are sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands of iterations that the perfumer goes back, comes back, goes back, comes back till you approve a scent. The other thing is these are pricey because they have a process called maceration, maturation. Sometimes you spray a perfume and it doesn't sit with you well, right? But you leave it for a year and you get back to it, it develops. It kind of, because all the chemicals start. The thing with Clive is I think that they take the pain to keep these scents away. They can release it in a year before, but they usually macerate and maturate the fragrances before they release the end product. That's why he said fragrances can change over a period of time. It's all the chemicals, how they come together. So, and to store the fragrances properly, you need a cool, dark, dry place. So I have these cabinets that are all blacked out, and the AC in that room will never stop. But that's how you preserve fragrances for longer. I have fragrances like 20, 30 years, and most of the citruses will go bad initially, during a very short period of time. If it's heavy resinous notes like tobacco, amber, benzo, and tonka, they'll stay for some, but the citruses go bad immediately. And usually the top notes in a fragrance is citruses, like he said, bergamot, lemon. Sorry, I get excited about perfumes. I love perfumes. Nada, how are you? No, it's okay. How are you?
Good.
How's things?
Everything good?
All well?
Good.
How's your daughter?
Good. Alhamdulillah. How is doing?
Everything is good. Everything is good. She passed her salams to you in case I saw you today. She said, give her my salams. I wish I could be there.
Why is she thinking?
She's got work and the year end and the start. You cannot because they had these global meetings and she could not she wanted to.
Yeah.
She so wanted to, but then she said, I won't be able to. Just pass her my salams.
So maybe next time when she's free, so she can call me. Maybe I'll be here so we
For
can
sure,
at
for
least
sure.
meet.
Because she always talks about you and your daughter.
Oh, she's so good.
Always, mashallah.
God bless her.
Jazakallah khair. How are you? How's your daughter? All good?
Everything.
Alhamdulillah.
How did you
Alhamdulillah.
find the perfume?
I love Clive. It's one of my favorite houses. So I'm trying to contribute where I can.
Yeah.
Because I'm self-taught. Like whatever I've learned, but it's always lightened to enlighten. So if I've learned something, I need to pass it on. I cannot take it to my grave, right?
Exactly.
It's always better to share knowledge.
That's
So you
nice.
learn new things as well.
Exactly. But it's nice, like, because I want
It's
to have this,
beautiful.
knowledge about everything.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
This takes me back to Morocco and Afghanistan.
Really?
Hashish and opium. I told him, even before he said something, I was like, I smell Amsterdam.
I didn't try it, to be honest.
It's good to see you, mashallah.
Good to see you
Mashallah,
too, wallah.
mashallah.
Did you drink something?
I had coffee. I cannot function without coffee.
Okay.
So I have a special handmade mug that says, coffee is my drug of choice, ... now.
No. That's a nice one.
Can't do more than coffee anymore.
Yes.
But I can smell good stuff.
Exactly.
How's the traffic? How's things? Work is good? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Ooh, I'm missing out on something. Oh shit. I didn't want to record you without your permission, so... Whoa, okay. I didn't know that.
Not every day you can say masterpiece created it.
And we actually never take the time out to celebrate the artists behind all these masterpieces that we enjoy.
That's what we're doing now.
So it's more like masturation and maturation of the bottle. Oops. Sorry. No, it's okay. I like the perfume way too much for it to be on the ground. It holds sentimental value to me. Kind of. Wow.
close look at it and it's very close. This
Sorry. 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 I'm gonna step across. Sorry.